Welcome back to some more Umineko when they cry. I haven't picked this back up in a week, although you can probably say, "Oh, then why did you upload it recently, like every 2 to 4 days or somewhere on the line?" Well, the thing is, I usually record. I usually pre-record them. It is not really like oh, live record and then just upload it here or there.
おやすみ。
Anyway, so back to where you can hear the music this time. So what really happened last time was apparently Jessica has a hobby where she's part of a music band. Not any ordinary music band. I feel like it's more of like she's a bit she looks a bit more pop idol like. And there were some like references here and there, and it said Marissa, and I was like, wait a minute, is this like a Toho reference of the sort? Although I'm not sure if it was like taken, this reference was taken out of the game or whatnot, but yeah, well, let's just say, I mean, if there is, then let me know because I've, but I think I sort of, I already know that I wouldn't really count it as a pop culture reference, but you know. Also, Jessica was trying to convince Kanon that, you know, gotta be more lively, be more human. Then Jessica would then give Kanon the brooch and such. You know what I mean. Actually, no, I think I'm wrong. Like I said, it's been like a week. But I'm pretty sure Kanon had a little bit of the lucky charm there. Anyway, let's continue before I do say anything nonsensical. Kanon saw Jessica trot away with her back to him, looking disheartened. But then she suddenly broke into a reckless dash and disappeared in the direction of the mansion. As he watched her back, for just an instant, Kanon was tormented by the feeling that he just made a huge mistake. Well, that's what happens when his stubbornness is like that. But he hadn't made a mistake at all. He'd been forced to refuse her now for her sake, while the pain was still at its smallest.
女を泣かせるとは、なかなかやるではないか。
Oh shit.
お前がそこまで拒絶するとは意外であった。普通に受け答えしていれば、わらわの魔法で二組目の恋人たちが生まれていたものを。
Yeah, so was the comment that I got recently from not too long ago. I'm pretty sure I can just pull this back up anyway. Where can I find this? It's like, if without love it cannot. See, this is like the problem right here. Without love, otherwise there wouldn't be like another, I guess. I want to say truth cannot be seen, but I guess like, there's no hope or positivity of the sort. But, I guess I can't really put magic into this probably. But, Kanon is just a little bit too, he's a little bit jaded. I guess, like, I could understand that Kanon, like, he's a servant that he should follow by the rule, but still.
いつからそこに。
She's probably just sitting there way at the back chilling.
最低なやつだな。
When he turned around, the witch was suddenly there. Excuse me, a little bit dry throat. The witch was suddenly there. It looked like she'd been there the whole time, watching the two of them as though enjoying a play.
わらわへの暴言は愉快なる見せ物に免じて特別に許す。
Yeah, he called you a horrible person.
男と女のこじれ合いに勝る見せ物は千年を経ても存在せぬな。わらわにとっては何よりも甘美な止められぬ快楽よ。
Opium? A chemical?
ん
Kanon pulled the butterfly brooch out of his pocket. It was the manifestation of the great magic the witch had bestowed. Without hesitation, Kanon slammed it against the ground and stomped on it.
ほう。
Oh my. I guess there was no hope of positivity for him right there.
わらわの与えたものと知りつつ、それは何を意味するのか。
It is given to by Beatrice, but I guess according to Kanon, I guess the miracle isn't there apparently.
理解した。お前がしているのは恋のキューピッドなんて洒落たものじゃない。お前は結ばれぬ者たちに恋を見せてたぶらかして楽しんでいるだけの悪魔だ。
A demon. Sure, she's a witch, but I mean, then again, like the last episode where it involves stakes could be a little bit of a, bit of a foreshadowing involved that there are some possibilities. There are servants that could have some sort of a bit of either a cult or a capability of it.
そう思うも自由よ。わらわが力を貸した人間の多くはお前と同じようなことを口にする。
Oh, siren in the background. This is what happens when I'm involved in some witchcraft.
ほうけるな。お前はシャノンを憐れんで力を貸したんじゃない。恋に胸を焦がすシャノンの心の隙をついて自分を封じていた鏡を割らせた。しかもそれだけじゃない。その末路まで想像がついていてもてあそんでいる。違うか。
Now, I wouldn't say Kanon was wrong. However, there could be some, maybe Shannon had a reason. Maybe she had like some sort of a bit of a rebellion, and which is why she's more on the bias for the witch instead of having to like put up with the bullshittery. This is an interesting change of expression.
家具とはつくづく哀れな存在よ。
It is it is pitiful.
夢も未来も恋すらもないか。よいよい、身の程はわきまえるに限るぞ。
He really has no words.
ジェシカの心にはお前が察する通り淡い恋心があった。
Like, I know Umineko is more like a work of fiction, but you gotta realize this. when it comes to like characters, the story, dialogue itself, you gotta realize there are some really good, interesting comparisons with, like, personality, the attitude, the mental health. For Segedie, you know, maybe you can like probably sympathize. Like, well, I'm pretty sure not everyone has shitty families, but I'm pretty sure like you can relate to that sort of thing.
そなたはそれにハサミを入れ刈り取ったつもりでいる。
Pretty sure I already said that. I don't know why we get reminded a bunch of times, but it's going to be like that as I continue.
だが知っておるか？
What do I know?
木は勝手に茂らせたものより枝を間引き剪定したものの方が太い枝をつけるというぞ。家具に恋する娘か。面白いぞ、実に面白い。シャーノンとジョージもやがては結ばれ得ぬ恋に行き詰まり、わらわ好みの大きな果実を実らせるだろう。
Is she trying to find? Is this like some sort of where she's just? So is it with more love then the magic is like stronger? Is this why? But I guess apparently on I guess Jessica had the unfortunate end of the stick there.
しかしいかんせんあの二人はうまくいきすぎていて面白くなくてな。
Now, huh?
そこへ行くとお前たちは大いにわらわを楽しませてくれそうだぞ。
Huh. So those two lovebirds are making Beatrice bored, but apparently the other two. Oh boy. I wonder what's gonna happen. The witch laughed. Even though she had known the two could never be together, she had lent magic to bring them together. Well, I guess that's how it... Technically, it did kind of happen because they decided to, put on this, bring a fake boyfriend, quote unquote. However, they couldn't escape the fate that prevented them from ever being truly joined. The witch knew that, even if they were joined, Shannon and George, Kanon and Jessica would eventually break up. They would wander through an endless desert in this hell of love, tormented by eternal thirst. Maybe love is hell, but if you're tormented by eternal thirst, it's being tormented by, a suck. Is it tormented by an incubus or succubus? That's what I want to know.
わらわがその力を対価なく貸すことがあるとでも？恋に手は貸そう。その対価はやがて必ず訪れる二人への過酷な運命の鑑賞料としていただくわけよ。
A cruel fate. Now that's a bit of foreshadowing right there.
これに勝る見せ物は1000年経っても存在せぬ。
1,000 years.
金蔵を見るがいい。恋の味を知り、楽園を追放された哀れな老いぼれの末路を。
That's the weird thing about Kinzo. Like, he has this... Like, he kind of has it, but it's like, you can't even feel Beatrice, which is kind of weird. Thrown out of paradise.
死んでも死にきれぬ、さながら亡者のような生き様を見るがいい。
Local headmaster is too angry to die and too a dead man that cannot fully die. It's like, what? Is he immortal or some shit?
やはりお前は魔女だ。
Well, no shit she is.
消えて失せろ、この悪魔め。
Oh boy, let's not get that far.
頼まれずとも消えよう。まだまだわらわには力が戻らぬでな。姿を現し続けるのはまだまだ疲れることよ。そなたら恋人たちに力を授けるのに無理をしすぎたのでな。触媒のブローチなしで力を維持し続けるのは今のわらわには容易ではない。
Kanon ground his foot even more into the stomped brooch. He felt it break under his foot. Then it evaporated like water, and changed into butterflies that sparkled gold, fluttering out from beneath Kanon's foot.
わらわもこの姿を保ち続けるのがちと苦しい。しばしそなたの願い通り姿を消そう。満ちぬ潮も月もないように我が魔力も必ず満ちる。そして必ずや訪れよう、わらわがよみがえるにふさわしい時が。それが明日のことか来年のことか、さもなくば100年1000年未来のことかは想像もつかぬ。だがわらわを楽しませてくれる者たちがおる限り、わらわは必ずや力を得てよみがえるであろう。その時までしばし姿を消す。
Otherwise, you die of boredom, huh?
そなたの手のひらにもはやあざはなく、そなたが望むならば明日の朝にはわらわの存在など夢か幻のように消し去ることもできよう。忘れ去られることほどわらわに悲しいことはない。だがわらわは必ずよみがえる。そしてその日がいつ訪れても後悔することのないよう自らを戒めよ。
That's a passive-aggressive way of threatening me.
わらわは必ずや再臨し、この島の真の主として全てを支配する。
This is the second coming, which means second I'm pretty sure the phrase second coming, oh my god, would mean second episode.
その時こそ再び黄金鏡の扉が開かれる。欲深な亡者たちが必ずやわらわを呼び覚ます。
くどい。早く消え去れ、黄金の魔女。
He just says shut the fuck up and get the fuck out of here. The witch became a cloud of gold butterflies and scattered away, leaving behind a scornful laugh. The whole area sparkled like a gold blizzard in a snow globe. It was a fleeting, fantastical scene that disappeared in a heartbeat. The witch could no longer be seen. However, Kanon felt like he could still hear that shrill, unpleasant laugh. Like it's like it's taunting him.
あら、愉快愉快。
Oh shit. Now that's that's an epic track name right there. Or that's kind of a gut-wrenching feeling. Scorpion guts. What kind of title? What kind of song name is this? Scorpion guts. Ah, how amusing. How truly amusing.
なぜに久しぶりの人の世はこうも愉快なのか。
I don't know, maybe the human world is full of clowns?
恋に惑え、黄金に惑え。そのどちらにも惑わぬものなど人間にあらず。なるほど。故に家具とは言えたり。家具は人間に奉仕するために生み出される。
Furniture, in other words, is like servants.
そしてわらわは退屈なる千年の慰み者として人間を虐げる。そのわらわが家具を支配できぬとは、なんとも愉快な三すくみ。金蔵め、実に面白いことをしてくれる。
Don't worry, maybe Kenzo has figured out a big brain strategy soon enough.
家具め、わらわを撃てるか試みてみるがいい。今宵まきたる恋の種は2つ。すでにまきたる種と含めてこれで3つ。
3? Now that's something I've ever... I'm pretty sure I know a YouTuber and his buddies that loves the word 3. Oh.
ベアトリーチェ。
Oh shit.
なぜに私を一人この苦界に置き去りにしたのか。私は憎い。これほどまでに恋焦がれているのに応えようとせぬお前を永遠に憎む。
Damn. Yeah, he goes back to hating, huh?
親方様、それ以上のお酒はお体に触ります。
Yeah, listen to Genji. The old man gotta chill.
南條先生からもご注意を受けておられるのでは。
黙れ源氏。
Oh shit.
お前には分からぬ。我が嘆きも苦しみも分からぬ。お前だけは我が苦しみを理解してくれていると、お前だけは我が最古の友人であると信じているのに、なぜに理解できないというのか。
I don't know, because I'm furniture?
おー、ベアトリーチェ、なぜ私だけを置き去りに。
He has no words. He's just sitting there, just just don't say anything, you know? I feel your pain. I'd be crying too.
おいたわしやジェシカ様。
That's exactly what I want to say. While deep inside it, in my mind is pretty Kanon is a little bit too cruel. Part of me thinks that he has to follow by his own furniture conda because I guess that's how he is.
寝室から聞こえてくるすすり泣く声に、私は事情を知りつつもどうしようもないのでございます。
I guess we can only sympathize it.
すべては若すぎた二人と近すぎた距離、そして生まれた家柄が遠すぎたゆえの悲劇。
Well, that is true. Oh, then how is Shannon had a luckier? Oh well, then again, that's just Shannon just getting the help from Beatrice, and that's how that ended up.
私はただただお嬢様のお気持ちを汲み取り、足音を殺して静かに立ち去るのみなのでございます。
Just walk away. The next day. Maybe some peaceful. Oh.
それって、
What? Shannon and George are now on the dates away from the mansion?
どういう意味ですか、ジョージさん。
Well, what's going on?
言葉通りの意味だよ。僕はまだ自分の城を築き上げてない。それができて初めて僕は一人前になれたと思えるんだ。その時君と結婚したい。
それは
でもそれじゃあ
However,
もう僕の心が許せないんだ。だから君に婚約指輪を贈りたい。
oh shit. Just like the last episode. Yeah, you know what George says is not a request, it's an order.
婚約ですか。でも私、家具ですし。
そうだったね。じゃあ家具は人の言うことを聞かないとね。
I see. Oh, here it comes.
今君に贈るのにふさわしい指輪を作らせてる。多分今度の親族会議の日には持っていけると思う。
Yeah, but what if I don't know. I feel like the family conference I feel like that's the thing though. Especially with Eva, considering a lot what happened last time.
その時に送るからどうか君の返事を聞かせてほしいんだ。君が僕の婚約を受けてくれたら、僕はその席でおじい様を含めた全ての親族の前で君との婚約を宣言する。
ジョージさん。
君と僕の仲をふさわしくないと咎める人たちはきっといる。
That's exactly what I'm trying to say here. I'm getting a bad feeling about it.
でも そいつらの顔を見る必要はない。
This is a different background I've never seen because it's probably like some sort of cafe of the sort or restaurant.
君はその瞳の中に僕だけを満たしていればいいから。君を必ず幸せにする。それだけは絶対に約束するから。
George being the old-fashioned, the knight in shining armor routine. Okay, well, there's that scene.
どのように実るのか楽しみでならない。
The heck kind of track is this? Life's End. How it will ripen.
熟に過ぎて腐り落ちる果実の駅に黄金の蝶たちは舞い降りぬ。今より収穫の日が待ち遠しい。宴の時はまだかまだか。
Epic. What a laugh. Once again. The ripening. The shit will hit the fan soon enough. Oh. I guess the scene. Time will shift. Oh, there's no clock. The first day, October 4th, 1986. Chessboard preparations. They had eaten breakfast at a coffee shop in the station building. By chance, the inside of the shop had been decorated with Halloween colors since it was October. Maria had seemed to be awfully pleased with that. For quite some time, she talked loudly inside the train about wanting to have a Halloween festival without caring that she was attracting the attention of others. Halloween is popular in Europe and America, but people aren't that familiar with it in Japan. I feel like, see, that's the topic I'd hear from that though. Because different countries celebrate like different holidays. Like let's say you're born in a country that isn't America, you're probably not going to get Thanksgiving or, I mean, I feel like most countries, well, Christmas is like the most common holiday, but I don't know, like if they don't know, I don't know if Halloween would be a thing for them or Thanksgiving or, so it just varies. 4th of July, you know, obviously it's the American exclusive foreign holiday. What the heck am I looking at this here? Cinderella. What about characters though? Has this been changed with anything? No. Within Japan, the shopping district was colorfully decorated with orange pumpkins, but the costume parades of children demanding sweets and saying trick or treat were nowhere in sight. Oh yes, Maria, I know exactly what you want. Oh god.
親族会議は遊びじゃないのよ。
So both are on a train.
おじいさまにお会いするんだから、ちゃんとしたお洋服じゃないとダメ。
The family conference is boring as hell. While it wasn't completely full inside the train, it was really packed, with almost all the seats occupied by passengers. Maria was making a fuss among them, stomping her feet on the seat while Rosa scowled at her. Rosa had warned her many times to lower her voice, but Maria hadn't obeyed her at all. Once Maria got like this, no matter how much you tried to explain the situation or calm her, she wouldn't listen. Oh boy. See, this is like one of those melodramatic tropes within parenting, especially in like TV shows, like anime, all that. Before, Rosa used to pamper Maria and give in to her at times like this, but that had probably been a mistake. Surely, Maria had gained the mistaken impression that throwing a tantrum long enough would make her mother give up and do what Maria said. Rosa had realized that error with the help of an educational book, and since then, she'd hardened the part of her heart that wanted to pamper her beloved daughter. Her mutual understanding with Maria began to grow weaker and weaker, and she began to get discouraged by her own powerlessness more and more often. Which prank exactly?
あなたにあげるお菓子はありません。
Oh, she's pissed.
さっき朝ごはんを食べたでしょ。お菓子をくれなきゃいたずらしちゃう。お菓子をくれなきゃいたずらしちゃう。
A stout old woman who was sitting nearby as Maria stomped her feet picked a candy out of her handbag and held it out to Maria.
お菓子もらえた。お菓子もらえた。
Just straight up, just grabbed it aggressively.
見て見て、ママ。ママ。ハッピーハロウィーン。
What the fuck? This is way too early for Halloween right here, as you can see the date taking place.
こらマリア、勝手に人からお菓子をもらっちゃダメでしょ。
Jesus Christ. What in the fuck?
返しなさい。
That is a
いいんですよ。
I guess Rosa kind of make. I feel like Rosa did make a good point right there. Like, it's like where like you shouldn't like take things from strangers because it's kind of rude. But like, damn, I never seen. This is a change of expression from Rosa. That's right there. Hold. I don't know. Couldn't tell if it's really scary or it's just you kind of question yourself like.
元気なお嬢さんですこと。おいくつです？
Maybe there was no malice in the old woman's words. However, Rosa seemed to find that remark extremely humiliating. What is it? I guess Rosa couldn't really tell from that.
マリア、知らない人からお菓子をもらっちゃいけないっていつも言ってるでしょ。おお。これはマリアがもらったの。やだ、マリアの。話しなさい。ママの言うことを聞けっていつも言ってるでしょ。
See, this is what I mean. It's either scary or you kind of like question yourself like, do you have to follow the rules whether you're a kid or not?
マリアの。マリアの。
And there's this like sort of notion where you're gonna be a brat regardless of what you be doing. So this is either very questionable of what Rosa is doing or very bit troublesome because this is a bit of a troublesome relationship between the mother and daughter type of thing.
その 言うのをやめなさいって言ってるでしょ。
Like, do you like see what I mean? This is like what happened in like which part of it that I had uploaded to YouTube. I probably have to go back and see here. So if I go here on somewhere on was it part 14? No, it's not part 14, part 13. That's where it just goes back. Rosa reflexively hit Maria violently on her cheek. In a flash, Maria started crying loudly. Rosa immediately took the candy from Maria's hand and pushed it back towards the dumbfounded old woman sitting next to them.
うちの子に勝手にお菓子を与えないでください。
ごめんなさい。
Breathing heavily, Rosa once again held the candy out to the old woman. After getting flustered about what she should say for a few moments, perhaps the old woman realized that her actions may have troubled this parent and child, and she accepted the candy back, apologizing. After that, Rosa finally took notice of her surroundings. Her daughter's clothes were all messed up. She was crying and shouting with her nose dripping, and there were many dumbfounded passengers watching them. See, that's the thing. Notice the dialogue said that the train was all packed up. I that's an argument that I really want to like bring up is like why would you do that sort of thing? It's like it's really hard to tell whether and for the people that know that's like well didn't you already know what Rose had been going through? It's like yeah, I already know the fucking dialogue. Except for the sound of the train running, the interior was completely silent. Fortunately, that pitiful silence didn't last more than a short while. However, it was followed by even more painful atmosphere as everyone began to whisper. Maria shouted, cried, kicked, and stomped her feet as usual, paying no heed to the people sitting around her. Impulsively, Rosa tried to slap her again, but she noticed the cold eyes of the people in the train and couldn't. When the train stopped, Rosa forcibly pulled Maria's arm and got off, almost dragging her daughter along. Maria didn't stop crying. Rosa took her to the end of the platform and hit her cheek again. At the moment she was hit, Maria stopped crying for an instant, but before long, she shouted and cried even more than before. Overwhelmed with emotion, Rosa grabbed the nape of Maria's neck and dragged her, tugging at her hair. I'm pretty sure I already hear that from the previous episode.
もっとしっかりしてよ。なんであんたはいつまでも頭の中が幼稚園なのよ。どうしてママの言うことが聞けないの。どうしてどうして。
With those severe words, Rosa hit Maria's cheek over and over again. The more Maria cried and shouted, the more Rosa hit her. And the more Maria was hit, the more intensely she cried and shouted.
やめられないの。あんたがそんなんだから友達ができないのよ。あんたがそんなんだからパパの出張が終わらないのよ。あんたがそんなんだから私が。
お客さんいかがされましたか？
That's the thing with Rosa. Like, you're still in a public area, and you haven't even. I don't know. I feel like I really can't really think of a theory or my backup of an argument.
何かご用ですか？
The one who timidly called to her was the station attendant. Rosa glared at the attendant with a look that said, "Don't butt into the problems of a mother and child, stranger." Of course, the attendant surely hadn't wanted to get involved either. However, Rosa had been yelling on the platform for a much longer time than she had imagined. Her emotional scolding had led passengers on the platform to advise the attendant to call out to her. Rosa yelled at the attendant, saying not to worry anymore since they'd be getting on the next train. Then finally, or rather for the second time, she noticed the passengers on the platform staring at her from a distance. Yeah, because that's the thing. What I don't understand with this part right here. Like, should I be on Rosa's perspective, or should I be on the passenger's perspective and see, like, oh, you know, if, because the passengers and, you know, the people around the public going to stare at Rosa and be like, you're kind of being a piece of shit. Well, I'm just. Rosa sweat slightly and felt the breeze make her sweat go cold, tormenting her. Maria still kept on crying, shielding her own head. Of course, if this beating continued, she'd probably keep crying indefinitely. As the terrible heat in Rosa's head faded, she knew she had surrendered her soul to evil again. Rosa fell to her knees and hugged Maria, whose face was all soggy with tears and mucus.
Maria, ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。
Man, I don't know what I should be. I can't even think of a comment to really say here as for this blind read through of a part. Finally, Maria realized that her mother was her mother again. She clung to her mother's body and cried, burying her face in her mother's chest.
悪いママを許して。悪いママを許して。本当にごめんなさい。ママをどうか嫌いにならないで。マリアは全然平気。ママを嫌いになんかならない。ママはまた悪い魔女に乗り移られていただけ。でもママが帰って
きたから平気。
悪い魔女にママはまた乗り移られていたの。ごめんね。本当にごめんね。
Now I feel like there's two things that involved with this. Either Rosa is being possessed by something evil to just aggressively beat the shit out of Maria, or is this like the theory, or some stupid theory I'm gonna make up where like Rosa just low key hates her daughter, like low key hates Maria, like deep inside. Like like Rosa is spoiling Maria, but I'm pretty sure deep down she just hates it. She just self-loathes. Loathing. Yeah. Can't even pronounce that. It's just like I'm not even frustrated with this dialogue. It's just like it's just disappoint. You just feel disappointed in that. You feel it's so sad. You really just don't know whether you should complain about this or not. For a long time, the two of them hugged each other, asking for and sharing words of forgiveness. After a while, they calmed down and both moved back at the same time. Maria's face and Rosa's face were both deep red after crying their eyes out.
マリアはハロウィンのお祭りがしたいの？
Like, I'm pretty sure. Look, it's a work of fiction. It is fiction, but I get the point that there is discipline that should be involved, especially with like Rosa being a parent. But you kind of wonder to yourself, like, what is a way to cope anger? What do you do as Rosa?
Oh.
What do you, also.
庄司お兄ちゃんやジェシカお姉ちゃんにかぼちゃマシュマロを見せてあげたかった。
It was a candy they'd been selling near the cash register at the shop where they'd eaten breakfast. A fancy sweet that had a big orange marshmallow in the shape of a jack-o'-lantern attached to the tip of a stick. Maria had wanted it, had insistently pestered Rosa for it. Rosa had refused, saying that there was no way she could buy sweets right after breakfast.
じゃあマリア。
Isn't that what is supposed to be called? A snack?
この町に売っているかどうかわからないけど、降りて探してみようか。
ママ大好き。愛してる。ありがとう。
私もよ、マリア。愛してるわ。
The truth was that they didn't have time to waste loitering around at a stopover station. If they missed the airplane, they'd fall half a day behind schedule. She should have left home with more time to spare, but she ended up leaving late after choosing Maria's clothes. Because of that, Rosa had been a bit impatient since the morning. She looked at the clock. They had to get on the next train immediately, but her daughter firmly joined hands with her to go buy the sweet for the mother if that hand was warm. To Rosa as she was now, it was more important to renew her bonds with Maria. To her, Maria was not only a beloved daughter, she was everything Rosa had. I don't know, am I being really harsh with the theory? I'm pretty sure I'll be called that in the comments, but I don't know. That's something for the others to that's something for the others to find out. But I'll just overwrite the save. So episode 2 on page slot 1. Alright. I gotta leave it from here. We'll pick it off in the next part. So next part, you know, let's just figure out what happens next after this whole, you know, insane shenanigans. All right, like, comment, subscribe. I will see you then. Y'all have a good one.